Everybody knows what a keyboard is. If you don't, this is a keyboard. I'm glad we got that out of the way. Everyone uses keyboards. I mean, even your grandma uses a keyboard. Sure, she types like this, and one Facebook post wipes her out for the rest of the day, but hey, she can type. It's a universal statement that everyone thinks typing fast is cool. I mean, are you gonna be the next football captain that is the definition of a Chad? No shot, buddy. But you gamer guys do have strong finger stamina, so make sure to put your words per minute in your Tinder bio. Women will go crazy for that, trust me, man. For those of you who do not know, your words per minute is how many words you can type in a minute. It's literally in the name. Many people try to race each other to see who can get more words in per minute. You are all given the same prompt and try to be the fastest one to type the prompt verbatim without any errors. I'm always in the competition with my friends to see who's the fastest typer in the group, but sadly, I don't stand a chance. These guys are built differently when it comes to the speed of their fingers, and again, ladies, you're missing out. After being absolutely humiliated by my friends, I have to replenish my ego by challenging normies in school who use a Chromebook. If they don't know what Discord is, they're a perfect competitor for me. I mean, they look at my 65 words per minute and act like I am the Usain Bolt of typing. Like I would burn my keyboard if I continued racing them. Which really got me thinking because I'm a nerd. How fast would you actually have to type in order to set your keyboard on fire? After doing a quick Google search and finding out that no one else asked this question, I will have to be computing this all on my own. So in this video, I will determine how fast it would take to light a standard English mechanical keyboard on fire using your fingers. First, we gotta answer the question, what the hell are these keyboards made out of? Sure, plastic, but like, which plastic? There's so much plastic in the world. I mean, just look at the ocean. The specific plastic used for most keyboards are acrylonitrile butane styrene. ABS for short, we're gonna say ABS. Thankfully, ABS is combustible, so that's really great for our pyrotechnic endeavors. Using this specific heat formula, we can find out how much energy it would take to light the keyboard on fire. The average mass for a mechanical keyboard is 1088.62 grams. The specific heat capacity for ABS is approximately 1.865 joules over grams times degrees Celsius. And we can find the change in temperature by subtracting the melting point of ABS by the room temperature, and voila! The amount of energy it is going to take us to light the keyboard on fire is 365,499 joules. A joule, for those of you who do not know, is a measurement of energy, not the smoking sticks. I mean, if it was though, what, we would need like 3 high school bathrooms or something like that? So that's how much energy we need. For comparison, it requires 1 joule to pick up an apple, so it doesn't seem like that much, right? Yeah. Not that much. I mean, where are we gonna get all this energy from? Oh yeah, with our hands, of course. We can use this little thing known as friction to create heat through a transfer of energy between 2 or more objects. You see, every surface is rough. Even if to the naked eye it is smooth, at the particle level, everything is bumpy. When 2 objects slide across each other, there is a resistance. That is friction. When the objects are moving against each other, that energy being produced is known as kinetic energy, and it is later stored in the moving objects as thermal energy. A buildup of thermal energy is how objects become hot after lots of friction. So all we have to do is find the force of our finger hitting the key, the distance, and the angle of which is sliding, and then boom, we can figure out. Oh, wait. Unless you type like this, it won't give us the answer that we're looking for. You see, we're gonna have to find the friction of a vertical collision rather than horizontal sliding. We need to figure out how much thermal energy one singular hit of a key is, which is also known as a keystroke. To do that, it's a little bit more complicated. We take the weight of the object that is falling times the height of the movement, all multiplied by the acceleration of gravity. Since there really isn't anybody weighing individual fingers online, we're gonna have to give a guesstimate as to how much one finger weighs. we're going to assume that an average finger is approximately 0.1 kilogram. The distance traveled is calculated to be about 5 times 10 to the negative third meters, and the acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meters per second. Altogether, one keystroke produces about 0.0049 joules. If we divide that by the total amount, we can see that it would take 74,581,578.57 keystrokes to light a keyboard on fire. So, a lot. But we aren't finished. We don't know the speed at which we are going to need in order to actually light the keyboard on fire. Sure, you can sit there and type 74 million keystrokes, but if you don't do it at a specific speed, you aren't gonna get any fire. It's not like once you eventually hit 74 million keystrokes in your lifetime, your keyboard will just burst into flames. Thankfully, it isn't that hard to figure this one out. He says that after spending like 3 days figuring it out. The conservation of energy theorem can help us out a lot here. We know that the initial potential energy is 4.9 times 10 to the negative third, and the initial kinetic energy is 0, as well as the final potential energy. Okay, we are all good to go. That's what I would say if physics was easy, but it's not. We need to calculate W or work. I will speedrun this to save some time. Alright, we got the timer set. Ready, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we are going to use the equation for work, which is W equals force times displacement. After a quick Google search, we can find out that the mean force required for a keystroke is 12.9 newtons. We can also approximate that the displacement of a key is the 1/7 of a centimeter. And boom, the work needed for one keystroke is 0.903 joules. Whew. Alright, let me just submit my time to speedrun.com. And okay, we're good, back to the video. Alright, so we're going to plug in 0.903 into the conservation of energy theorem, and we're also going to substitute the variable for final kinetic energy with the equation 1/2 mass times velocity squared. After plugging in our weight of the finger and isolating velocity, we find that we need to go an average pace of 4.26 meters per second. What does this mean? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. This means that one keystroke will have to take 0.0123 seconds, and considering that the average length of an English word is 5.7 keystrokes, we would have to go 494 words per minute. Just a little bit faster than my 65 words per minute, don't you think? However, this begs another question. How long would you even have to go for? A couple minutes? A couple hours? I don't know, 494 words per minute is pretty damn fast, considering that the fastest English typer in the world peaked at 212 words per minute. Okay, how about a little over 18 days straight? Yeah, 18 days of typing 494 words per minute. That's a long fucking time. You could type the longest published novel ever in English 5 times over, and then some. You can write the entire script of this entire video, in a little over 2 minutes. I would say don't try this at home, because at these intense speeds, your fingers will literally burn and eventually melt. But even if you did manage to persist through the obstacle of melted fingers, ABS emits toxins when melted, so good luck breathing. But realistically, it is improbable to reach these speeds for that long. Try your best, race your friends, but at the end of the day, no matter how fast you are, there will always be a Korean faster than you.